Hello everyone, we are batch number 4 consisting of Damodaran, Sundaramurthy and Vinod Kumar. We are doing a project in image processing domain and our title is Image Denoising using PCA. And we are guided by Mr. Manivara Bhupati, Assistant Professor, ECE Department. Abstract. In any image processing application, estimation of noise is a very important step. At the same time, many image processing applications like filtering, reconstruction, segmentation and compression require a prior knowledge on noise type and its statistics. Estimation of noise using assumption will not give desired results. So, we propose a new noise level estimation method based on PCA.
In the existing system, estimating noise level is an important step, but noise level is not always known. Estimation noise variance algorithm has 3 important steps. First one, separating signals from noise. This will give a clear-cut picture about what is signal and what is noise. Second step is about classifying homogeneous areas. Here, homogeneous areas is nothing but grouping up of pixels which looks very similar, and then on the similar pixels, we will be performing estimation calculation. The third step is about image filtering. Here the processed image is convolved with a high pass filter or low pass filter. Then the noise and variance has been removed from this. In applications like image denoising, compression, segmentation algorithm, we take noise level estimation input algorithm as an input parameter, and their performance depends heavily on their accuracy of noise level estimator. Here we use a noise model as a single independent additive wise Gaussian noise model as a basic noise models. Next, proposed system. In the previous methods, we face a problem in estimating noise level. We face a problem in estimating noise level in homogeneous areas. It will not consider about individual pixels. That is, it will perform only on grouping areas. For this, we propose a new noise level estimation called PCA. Here it will work individual pixels. PCA is actually nothing but a technique which uses mathematical principles to transform a number of possible correlated variables into smaller number of variables called principal components. Actually, the origin of PCA lies in multivariate analysis. PCA uses vector space transform to reduce dimensionality of large data sets. The advantage of using proposed system is it has high computational efficiency. It has the ability to process with the textures even if there are no homogeneous areas, and it has better accuracy than the previous methods.
Our flowchart consists of 5 stages: input noisy image, pre-processing, principal component analysis, noise variance estimation, output. Input noisy image. We are picking up an image and adding a noise randomly. To this noisy image, we are estimating noise of the image. Pre-processing. We can't apply input image directly for processing. We need some pre-processing. It consists of 3 levels: image resizing, RGB to gray level conversion, and filtering. Image resizing. The input image can be processed directly to the PCA. It should be resized to make image compatible. IM resize is a keyword. RGB to gray level conversion. RGB has 3 color plane. We need more time to process for that. We convert RGB to gray level. If we convert RGB to gray scale, we need to process only 1/3 of data. RGB to gray is a keyword. Filtering. Filtering is a process of removing undesirable characteristics of image. Here, additive white Gaussian noise is our color noise model. Filter is a Gaussian filter. Principal component analysis. Image has 2 components. One is high frequency and another is low frequency. Low frequency contains detail and high frequency contains edges. High frequency image is highly correlated. We cannot process with high frequency image. For that, PCA is used. It is used to convert correlated image into uncorrelated image. Some of applications of PCA: data pre-processing, data compression, data reconstruction, noise reduction, data qualification.
Coding. Initially, we are setting up the target folder where the input image is located. In order to make the image noisy, we are adding the noise by setting the sigma and offset value. Then we are reading the input image using the function imRead and converting it to grayscale using the function RGB2Gray. Plot index, plot row size, plot column size is used to set up the output window. Here we are using 3x3 window size. After that, we are setting the filter size. There are two types of filter we are using here, erosion and dilation. From the 6 noise types, we are choosing a noise randomly and applying it to the image. Then we are calculating the image quality index for that noisy image. After that, we are moving to next index, where we will give a new sigma value and check the image quality for that value. Now we have to estimate the noise level. We are setting two sigma values, sigma W0, sigma U0, also a gamma value, and then we are calculating the noise characteristics for the original image and the estimated image. Then the root mean square value of the image is calculated using the function sqrt, and then the image is calculated for which the graph is plotted. At last, image is reconstructed by denoising this image. It is done using the filter function imFilter, and it is displayed using the function imShow. This is the noisy image for different sigma values, for which the different IQ value is calculated. We have used 3x3 window size, so 9 images are displayed here. This is the noise level estimated output. For the input image, we have estimated the noise here. And this is the graph between the trained image and the estimated image. And this is the reconstructed image, which is the final output.
Image quality index. Image quality index tells about the quality between the original image and the test image. Here we are undergoing 3 different factors: loss of correlation, luminance distortion, contrast distortion. This is the formula for quality index. And X means original image and Y test image. Q means quality index. X bar Y was mean of original image X and Y and test image Y. Sigma square X variance of original image X. Sigma square Y variance of test image Y. And last one is cross variance between X and Y. Here these software requirements for our project: MATLAB R12 as front end, Visual C++ as back end, and a tool we are using image processing.